Hey everyone, it's been a minute. It's been about a month, but who's counting? We are at the end of week 11 of reading through the Bible in a year, day 55. That reading is Deuteronomy chapters 4 through 5 and Luke chapter 6. We're going to be in Deuteronomy chapter 4 for this video. And in Deuteronomy chapter 4, Moses and the Israelites are finally getting ready to go into the promised land. But in verse 9, Moses has some words he wants to share with his people. He says, "Only be careful and watch yourselves closely, so that you do not forget the things your eyes have seen, or let them fade from your heart as long as you live. Teach them to your children and to their children after them." I'm about to ask a super Sunday school question, but it's kind of necessary. So why is it important to watch ourselves closely, and why is it important to teach our children? I've got the answer. Well, go ahead, TJ. Well, first, it can be very easy to forget what God has done in our lives. The devil, for instance, is very powerful, and he can get into our heads and has this amazing ability to forget what God has done for us in our lives. I mean, just look at the Israelites. God's presence, he's with them, showing his power to them on a consistent basis, yet they still don't trust in him. Second, if you don't teach your children, no one is going to teach your children. Odds are they're not just going to fall into Christianity. And if you only take them to church on Sundays and they go to Sunday school, but that's the only kind of church activity you show in your life, then odds are your kids aren't going to act like they really know what Christianity is either, because, well, they're not. The battle for the next generation of Christians is already an uphill one. People are leaving the church in droves. A recent Gallup poll showed that 47% of Americans have a church home. They're a member of a church. That's the first time in the poll's history that the number has been below 50%. So as we begin a new year, make it a point to remember what God has done in your life. And if you have children, make sure you're teaching them what God has done in your life and in theirs as well. Our next reading starts week 12 of reading through the Bible in a year. That reading is Deuteronomy chapter 6 through 9 and Luke chapter 7. See you later.